नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityananda. My name is Manitya Atmapriyananda Swami, initiated disciple of His Holiness Paramahamsa Nityananda Swamiji. In this video, I would like to share about innocence. What is innocence? And when this innocence is regained, it opens a lot of doors in your life. So what is innocence? Innocence means purity of the inner space, not being affected by the thoughts or your engraved memories. So whatever happens in your life, when you retain the purity of your inner space without being affected by the thoughts and by the engraved memories which happened in the past, then you are actually innocent. Let you be very clear, even if you are not expressing your emotions like anger, like being greedy, like lust, if they are present in your inner space, you are not a very totally innocent person. Socially, you may be pure, but that's all. On the other hand, if you express your anger, greed, but nothing touches your inner space, and if you just live like that, then you are an innocent child and you are a pure being. You can see a child getting angry. Children are greedy. They want sweets, they want whatever they want. They want toys. You can see the children. They build their personality on greed and also on whatever they want. But try to take a toy out of a child. The child will behave as if the life is taken away. It will just shiver and it will just try and it will just take anything and put it at you. Try taking a toy. This is because the whole personality of the child is built upon mine. It is mine. Built upon the mine attitude. So children have greed and anger, but you cannot call them they are impure. This is because whatever you may think as impurity does not affect their inner space. When it doesn't affect their inner space, they become innocent. They will sit and play with their toys, and after a few hours, they will throw the same toy and they will go away. They will just break the same toy and they will go away. They don't bother because it doesn't touch their inner space. At that moment, the mine attitude still remains. They don't carry anything or any small trace of a memory about it. So that is why it is said their inner space is so beautiful and it is so pure. It is directly related to their inner space. So it is no way related to the outer world. You can't say anything related to the outer world. In Shiva Sutras, Shiva gives us techniques to achieve the innocence. If you follow Shiva's life as it is described in Hindu mythological stories, you will not be able to see any social or traditional innocence in him, but there will be pure and ultimate innocence. The place where he lives or the way in which he lives is not directly related to his purity or innocence. He just lives in a cemetery where all the bodies are cremated, surrounded by spirits and ghosts. The word in Shiva in Sanskrit just means causeless auspiciousness. This auspiciousness, the energy to create bliss wherever he is, wherever he happens, arises out of his innocent space. In Vedic tradition, there are scriptural writings called Upanishads. The word Upanishad refers to teachings of master to his disciples as they sat with him. There are 108 such Upanishads. They are the essence of science of enlightenment handed down by the masters during Vedic times. So, in one of those Upanishads, there is a very beautiful story, Chandogya Upanishad. So, let me narrate the story to you. Listen carefully. A boy by the name Satyakama. He goes to a master seeking enlightenment. The master gives him 400 cows, telling him, hey, come here, Satyakama, come here, take the cows, go live in the forest and look after them. When these multiply into 1,000 cows, bring them back to me. So Satyakama, he doesn't know anything, he just goes to the forest. He lives with the cows, waiting for them to multiply to 1,000. It takes many years for the cows to multiply from 1 to 1,000. So when he gives him 400 cows and it has to become 1,000 cows, it takes a lot of time. For all those years he sits without talking to anybody, just being with those cows. And soon he forgets the human language because he is with the cows. In deep silence, he slowly loses the outer world identity. By the time 1,000 cows happen, he forgets how to count. He doesn't know how to count. He just forgets them. He simply sits waiting with a beautiful feeling of ecstasy. That is the feeling of ecstasy. You should experience it. It is not a mythological story. You have to experience the ecstasy. Finally, a cow comes to him. It really comes and says, sir, we have become 1,000. We can go back. Can we go back to the master? So he replies, he just forgets everything. Is that so? All right, let's go. And Satyakama is now in ecstasy. He has forgotten the way back. He doesn't know where to go, how to go. He just goes back. And in this space of an ecstasy, he goes to the master, and you should just understand the space with which Satyakama would have been when he was with the cows. Because many of us have resistance to the master. We just simply avoid listening to the master. So when he returns to the master looks at him and smiles. When we just resist the master, we will not know what will happen to us. When we just start listening and doing what he says, we will know hundreds of things open to you. So that is what Satyakama did. So he went back to the master and he says, the master looks at him and says, you look so radiant, like the knower of the truth. And Satyakama, who taught you? So Satyakama tells him how he had understood the truth through animals and birds, and requests the master to teach the truth in master's own words. So he says, master says, you already know the truth, and blesses him, says you are already enlightened. So this story says that just by being, just by listening to nature, what to say, Satyakama established himself in this truth. He became enlightenment. Total innocence leads to enlightenment. So totally, when you are in innocent space, when you just receive what the master says, when you just do what the master says without resistance, just the space of innocence leads you to the ultimate. It not only opens different doors of possibility, it just leads you to enlightenment. So, I invite all of you who are watching this video, you can transform yourself to innocent space, because we were all innocent in childhood. But later, when we started living with the conditioning the society started giving us, we started becoming a rigid, a very arrogant personality. So drop arrogance and become innocent. Let us become innocent and listen to what Master says. Decide and come to the Master to get initiated. So, welcome you all to the one-day program Kalpataru Yoga happening in Bengaluru Adinam, Bidadi. Every weekend in Sundays, it's a free meditation retreat which will give you the science of manifesting your reality with 4 initiations from Swamiji: Shiva Diksha, Kalpataru Diksha, Gayatri Diksha, and Third Eye Initiation. This is the ultimate because Shiva Diksha itself is given to you as Third Eye Initiation. Come, experience and express your various possibilities in life. With this, I would like to invite everybody who is watching this video for this program happening in Bengaluru Adinam, Nityananda Peetham in Bidadi, Mysore Road. So, you can call 08027279999 or you can just post your comment under this video. And with this, I invite all of you to this very beautiful program Kalpataru. Further, I will share more and more secrets and more understandings with you in my further videos. Thank you, Nityananda.